In boxing, the little men do matter. And this Saturday, we saw an outstanding little man matter and come into fruition that he's an entertainer. We're talking about Murajan Akhmadaliev, a fighter who can bring it, a fighter who at the super bantamweight division is as engaging and entertaining as Monster Inoue, a fighter whom he's targeting. He's looking to have an opportunity toward the monster because he believes that he brings just what's required. Let's talk about his fight Saturday night, December 14th, against Espinoza. On Saturday, December 14th, from Monte Carlo, there was another outstanding card by Matchroom, and the feature was Murajan Akhmadaliev from Uzbekistan taking on Ricardo Espinoza from Mexico. This was a super bantamweight fight that saw these two men come in and compete, but one came away the star, and that was Murajan. They call him MJ, a fighter who gets after it, and his opponent, Ricardo Espinoza, entered the ring 30-4 with 25 KOs. He hails from Tijuana, 27 years of age, and has been known to stop quite a few fighters himself. But when you talk about MJ brings the heat. He is a fighter that is well versed in the knockout. And so when these two paired up, it was going to be a show for the audiences. But we didn't know what was going to happen because Murajan has one loss on his record in his 15 fights. His loss came back in May April of 2023, when he lost a split decision to Marlon Tapales, a fight that he could have easily won. But that was for the IBF super bantamweight title. And since then, he's come back now with 2 victories. Now, Ed Hearn would like to see him have an opportunity at Monster Inoue, a fighter who feels that since Murujan MJ dropped that decision to Tapales, a man that he had conquered already, he doesn't deserve a title shot. But see, here comes the diva in the monster. Because note that the monster wants to challenge those who have belts and those who may have had name or even bragging rights. But the fact that he's not so keen on looking at this former Olympian and MJ, it speaks something to who and what Monster is really about. Because MJ is the type of fighter that has faced all types of styles: punchers, movers, boxers, fighters, sluggers, knockout artists. And like I said, in 15 pro fights, he's seen it all from his amateur and now pro. I believe he is exactly the type of fighter that we need for Monster. See, many people don't look at the lower weights, so they don't know what's going on down there. But these are the type of men that should be facing one another. And you know who else would see this? Someone who has been getting involved as of late. And that would be Turki Al-Sheikh, a man that Monster Inoue recently signed with to be on Riyadh season events. And if I know Turki, he can smell what's cooking in the kitchen with a fighter like MJ. MJ is a fighter that will bring it. And in his fight against Espinoza, he need only 3 rounds to dispatch of Espinoza. His powerful punches from both hands, rights, lefts, left Espinoza in a heap. And this is the type of battle that can help him when he goes in against the likes of the Monster. Monster is exciting as well. A stopping fighter, like he can get guys out of there. But when you have 2 big punchers, you remember Wilfredo Gomez and Salvador Sanchez. Do you remember Edwin Rosario and Julio Cesar Chavez? I mean, these are like little guys who get in there and can bang it out. And that's what the public wants to see. It's the type of fight that really thrills the public appeal. Now, I'm not picking who will win this early in the game. I'm just speaking on what I would like to see. And I would like to see these 2 men get it on. Ed Hearn is really upset with the fact that Monster has really dismissed the likes of MJ. But I think that's more of a play. None of these men are afraid of one another. But when you have things going your way, you're knocking people out. Your name is high and bright in the lights. The threat to that is not something that's welcomed. But the spirited fighters who relish competition, they want that. And MJ wants it. He's a little tank of a man, and I'm going to tell you, though he and Monster Inoue are good punchers and they can get guys up out of there, this fight would be a chess match about who's the smarter not the more powerful. And Monster has shown some chinks in his armor. He just still has remained undefeated thus far. And no man is invulnerable. So, I would like to see it. How about you? This is what we want. Boxing at its highest levels of competition. I couldn't wait to see Akhmadaliev perform Saturday, and he didn't disappoint. I like what he brings to boxing, and so should you, because he is exciting. He causes chaos in there. He knocks out his opponents, and then he looks for the next man up. And that's the way it should be. And I believe that that's exactly what it's going to be. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts about a possible matchup between MJ, Murodjon, Akhmadaliev, and Monster Inoue. And if you didn't get a chance to check out the fight between MJ and Espinoza, please do. 3 rounds of total destruction by MJ. And that's what he does. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.